Shame on you. Oh, so let's talk about what happened right after that episode. I got a text from Adam maybe an hour after we leave the venue. Or not the venue. I'm saying that shit like it was a concert. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yo, check my Snapchat. Same thing that he posted online pretty much. And that was when he announced that he was going to be canceling all the shows.
Yeah, but that was the longest journey I've ever had to go through.
Oh my God.
I almost didn't get the news because when the nigga says go to my Snapchat story, it's like, all right, what does that mean?
Yeah.
He posted 30,000 things that day.
Man. I was clicking for like 7 minutes. It was crazy.
I clicked so much I overclicked and gave up. I was like, nah, I'm not about to do that again.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for somebody to send it to me.
It was crazy.
Yeah, nah, but you had to click through a lot and inevitably it just was like, news is getting shut down. It's no more.
All shows are getting canceled.
You don't have to worry about it.
All live shows are getting canceled, and that shit niggas in a frenzy. It was a lot of conspiracy theories. Allegedly, Menace Material whispered in Adam's ear and was like, "Hey, nigga, that live shit is a loss leader."
Yeah, which is crazy because we've actually never talked about No Jumper News.
Yeah, nah. Well, maybe if something happened,
we
might have touched on it.
Like in the aspect of. How y'all feel about the news? You know what I mean? Like we've never done that before. So
I didn't think it was a bad idea until Adam started explaining it.
Right.
It was, oh shit, maybe.
I remember when they first started it seemed like a good idea, but it was a little bit better back in the day. It was him and AD.
It was a little bit better.
Yeah, it was better. And it was only like 2 or 3 times a week. It wasn't 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't have that many hosts to pimp out.
Yeah. I can never make it through without yawning.
Old ass nigga.
I'll see a comment about that.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Yeah, man, that wasn't, the timing was sick. But mentally, I don't know what y'all were thinking on the next day. But in my mind, for the next day when we go to the No Jumper News.
Because we were on the live one for contact.
We were
on the last one.
The very last one, the last 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was like, let's just do exit interviews. That's how I went at it. How I went at that episode.
Yeah, nah, that was the first time I ever saw like an HR figure instigate beef in the workplace. you nigga, you weren't doing exit interviews, nigga. You was prying for information.
No, I wasn't. I was doing exit because you know what it was? It was like
interviews.
I feel like that's the best way to describe it because in my mind, I'm like, whoa, this is ending. That's kind of crazy. So maybe just ask everybody how their experience was and do they think this is a good idea?
Was that the DW day?
Yes, DW, Brick Baby, Almighty Suspect, us.
Yeah.
Hellcat.
Flacco.
Did Flacco?
Was Flacco there for that one?
He didn't.
I don't know. We did so much shit.
P-Nice was there too.
It was strange. It was strange and ironic that we were there for the last No Jumper News because this podcast started with the fall off of No Jumper. Yeah. So it's just like the full circle moment of that shit to where it's like 61 episodes later.
Yeah, we were there.
We remember watching this shit die.
I remember we called, or I don't know, we called it or somebody called it. Remember when AD&T Roll and all them left and like academics had them all on stream?
Yeah.
And then we were like, niggas was like, yo, this is the unemployment office, like the No Jumper unemployment office. It's like we were doing it this time. For this era.
Yeah, you was giving out EBT cards, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't, but you know. I was asking a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I was asking a lot of questions.
It was a lot of niggas, they was coming up to housing authority, they needed a place to stay.
Yeah, because it's, I don't know, it is kind of weird, bro, because it's like, damn, I just met these niggas yesterday.
Yeah, some niggas was threatening to expose their old landlords and shit. It was wild.
Yeah, because I still don't know how DW feels about all this, even though
he crashed out a little bit. He didn't crash out. Anytime I say crash out, y'all know it's just like content, not like niggas riding down the block.
But even then, I wouldn't even say he crashed out in that sense too. Like he was. I feel like he was
content-wise. He kind of did.
I don't think
he definitely did.
He's not crashing out. This seems like I don't want to call it calculated because that seems like there's more math involved. But
it's over already too.
This is very directed. Yeah, I think that's what he wanted.
That actual phone
I think that's what he wanted. This wasn't like this was a battle. This wasn't a war.
Yeah.
This is a quick little, let me get this.
Yeah, it really wasn't. There was no hate behind it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know how genuine it was.
The nigga just obviously wanted clarity, but it was strange how Adam called the nigga in the morning, but on the show, he was like, man, the nigga ain't even call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's the case with this nigga Adam all the time. Whenever something happens, he's like, nah, I did it. And everybody else is like, it didn't happen.
Yeah, he said I did call him.
Yeah.
And I was like, nigga, then nobody called me.
Yeah. DW was like, nigga, ain't nobody called me.
Nigga, DW was like, I ain't getting a single phone call.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Why did I bring up day 2?
But it's easy to
shame on
do
you.
that to Adam.
Day 2 was kind of chill though, for real.
Day 2, nothing crazy happened.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hellstar. Did we shout everybody out that was there?
Hellcat.
Hellcat.
Yeah.
You gonna shout them out, shout at them.
Yeah, I guess I was gonna wrap these two together just because they're not that long of a topic. On Shame on You as well. So the next day, Shame on You came out, and Duno was saying something about how you have to have accolades in order to do what we do.
If you want to be a player in this game, you have to play.
Can you play that? But you can't put that on the screen either.
Okay.
Was that a good impression? That was my first time trying it.
Yeah, that critique.
But I feel like you have to have accolades to judge.
Oh, my shit was on
No,
point.
you don't.
Everybody can give an opinion.
No. Everybody give an opinion. But if you're saying that you're the ESPN of this, that means everybody on ESPN has accolades to back up their opinion.
But that's self-proclaimed.
What?
I'm talking about them saying that. That's self-proclaimed.
Yeah, they're the
saying
only
that.
ones saying that.
They're running with that.
We're
That's
not
what
running
they're
with this. The ESPN. We don't go and look at their shit for feedback on what we do. They're saying that. That's their whole. They're carving. I don't mean it's true. That's their.
Yeah, you could take that with a grain of salt, or you
shit,
can what's it called. But if you react to it and you do that, then nigga, their job is complete.
Yeah, shout out to them.
You can get in the room with the people that you're critiquing.
But don't come for T-Rail because we'll start at ESPN, a real one over here, nigga. And we'll critique shit. That's what we do.
Go ahead, come for me. Go ahead, so I can come for me, so I can watch it, and then we gonna go on about our life. Who gives a fuck?
I put with AJ. AJ be
He was over with this before it started.
I mean, but you just sit.
We're gonna create a ESPN nigga. I want to hand this nigga Malcolm X speech. I think it would sound beautiful. This nigga pun.
Read him out speech.
Yeah.
Probably would go
Yo, that
crazy.
shit would hit.
Yeah,
It probably would go crazy actually.
Somebody get AI to do it.
Yeah, this.
that'd be a crazy
Pun
AI.
meeting Malcolm X. That nigga might fix the black community.
That shit would be fucking.
That'd be a crazy
but
AI,
To
actually.
your Duno impersonation, you ain't sound out of breath enough. But
Yeah,
it,
but
it is
my shit
strange.
was- my
How
shit was
come?
good though, right?
How come?
It was pretty good.
For
Right.
the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
first
you
time.
didn't hear it.
He's a hater.
Yeah, you,
Huh?
And you didn't
I didn't
hear
even
it
get
at
it like, I just did it off muscle memory, but
nigga, you're
have them tell it we don't got talent.
you're a professional. That shit was ass. But it is funny how like nigga, we can talk to Joe Budden, we can talk to Charlemagne, and we still not shit. Like our
Yeah.
word, like of course,
Because it didn't
of course,
happen
that doesn't-
in LA.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the accolades part?
What accolades?
Because those are accolades that we can ignore those accolades.
That's interesting because it's one of
Those
that's
are
one of the
accolades.
easy
They
like
are accolades, but let's say they don't value those accolades.
that's one of the easy tactics to like bow, put that piece out there. But all right.
Can we just talk about skill? I mean, like,
That's how I feel. 'cause look-
Majority of people reporting on sports haven't played sports. So the fact that you got a person who's played any amount of seasons talking is credible.
Okay.
You want to talk about accolades? Shit, nigga, we making our way. We
Yeah.
almost there.
Yeah.
And when it's all, now I'm not even gonna talk like that because it's better to just prove and to show through
Yeah, just
actions
do
and
it.
shit.
Actions
But
and deeds.
I mean, hey, nigga,
but it's,
we got enough accolades to get mentioned on your mics.
I was about to say, fuck
How many
accolades.
accolades it take to get spoken on in your studio, nigga? And if it don't take much, what does that say about your studio, nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole fact, low key. And then I was also thinking, I swear the debate just came up where they were trying to figure out how Stephen A. Smith only had like 1 point in his professional career.
They talked about that already?
1.1.
No, but I remember that just being a talking.
But you see, that's always gonna be a talking point that comes up.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
ESPN is never gonna be like, oh fuck, we got a nigga with 1 point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Because he's a professional in his field.
exactly. So that's when he said that, I was like, I could see it's easy to like say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't be saying anything valuable. Like, who gives a fuck that Joe Budden and fucks with them? That don't
Yeah.
mean shit to me. I don't even watch Joe Budden, right?
Yeah.
Like if that's how anybody could be thinking.
If you think Joe Budden's a buster, you definitely think he's a buster.
We're
Like,
definitely
we're not
busters.
shit,
It's
bro.
over.
We're not ever gonna be shit.
So like all the people that are technically a part of our resume or accolade, they might all be busters in somebody else's brain.
Yeah.
So, but
It's a
yeah,
funny
it
phrase.
just makes me go back to the Stephen A. Smith. Like that was the first thing that I thought of. I was like, these niggas be arguing about what was it? Jason Whitlock was just getting on this nigga about his averaging 1 point in the NBA.
Yeah,
And,
some trivial shit.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's a tactic, but that's kind of one of those like I got to get an easy bucket because I don't know how else I'm gonna score.
yeah.
Yeah, those
You
are
know what I'm
college
saying?
stats, I think.
That's a real. It's like you can dunk the ball. That's cool, but it's like, hey,
But was the take bad?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Let's just talk about that.
You score over there?
Yeah.
Put him on the wing.
But nah, man. Shout out to Duno, man. I don't have a fucking problem with him, but it is funny how like everybody.
I just thought it was a good question.
Everybody brings up like this accolades thing, like nigga, like we're creating the accolades. Yeah, like you said, like we're literally making the accolades,
and especially with a Duno or like the dude on Ace Boy Punch shit that we're gonna talk about later. They're all doing their jobs with the information that they have.
Exactly.
Now they're speaking from a place that doesn't have a lot of research in it. And you always gonna sound a little off when you do that. But like they're doing the best of what they can.
Yo, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Which is the same thing they said about us. Like we just talk about things with a little bit of information.
Yeah. All right, y'all ready to get over to this back on Fig?
Yep.